Let's focus on education now, and the fate of 44,000 intern teachers in junior schools is now uncertain, following a court ruling that declared the teachers' internship program unconstitutional. The decision has put the Teachers Service Commission in a difficult position, with the country now bracing for the possibility of a major crisis in schools if swift action is not taken. Ibrahim Karanja reports that unless these teachers are formally employed into permanent and pensionable terms, the TSC will have to terminate their contracts, which could destabilize the education sector.
It is an issue that had quietly been discussed in key offices within the education sector, only coming to the forefront after Kitutu Masaba lawmaker Clive Gisairo asked about the fate of the intern teachers, many of whom are currently serving in junior schools.
With regard to internship at TSC. Now, what are the effective dates? I will give them any grace period to ensure that every intern is now under PNP. If so, what are the dates? If not, does it then mean that all interns are currently illegally classed and therefore TSC is committing an offense?
His question stemmed from a declaration by the Court of Appeal on February 27, 2026, declaring the internship program for teachers discriminatory, unconstitutional and illegal. The ruling is set to have a significant impact on education in public schools across the country. Teachers Service Commission TSC stating that in order to implement the court ruling, it is left with only two options.
Either the Commission converts those teachers into permanent and pensionable terms, or the Commission terminates the employment of those teachers.
If the TSC opts for the first choice of absorbing the intern teachers into permanent and pensionable terms, it will significantly increase the government's payroll burden and raise questions about the financial capacity to sustain these needs. This comes at a time of budget constraints, with the process of approving the supplementary budget nearing completion and no prior request for funds to hire the teachers. However, if TSC chooses the second option of terminating the contracts of the 44,000 intern teachers, there will be a massive shortage of teachers in schools that are already struggling with teacher shortage.
So it is true that internship program can now not go on. But you are also aware the courts did not deal with the past, the courts dealt with the future. So there will be no future engagement of interns in Kenya unless that judgment is overturned.
This even as Kiharu Member of Parliament and former Budget and Appropriations Committee Chair Ndindi Nyoro called for the redirection of the allocation meant to State House to hire the 44,000 teachers.
20 billion shillings. Ofisi moja. That is money enough to confirm all our JSS interns, all the 44,000, into permanent and pensionable terms.
Now, the matter of the intern teachers now goes beyond the 44,000 teachers who are expected to be affected by this decision, but it also touches on hundreds of thousands of learners, as well as tens of thousands of schools that are depending on the services of these teachers. Ibrahim Karanja, NTV from Parliament Buildings in Nairobi.